Hey team, how we going? It's Kaz from In the Trenches with Kaz. And USA and Australia are here tonight. You can see Ed B over there in the blue. That's 11 Bravo to you and I. Veteran, Infantry, USA. We've also got Carl P. Fantastic conversation we had today. And what you're seeing on the thumbnail also happened today. Catastrophic for a beautiful young lady that is a friend of mine from North Queensland. So her Christmas and New Year's are basically dashed on the rocks, so to speak. And it looks like she's used the road as a slip and slide. And it was in fact caused by a slip and slide. Or can we call it a slip and scream? I'll go into that more in the next 5 minutes as Lauren goes and puts the kettle on because Polly didn't do a goddamn job. And we'll see what else is happening for 2020. What does it have left in its breath for your sales this year? What else can it do? I've only just got back from Newcastle, the beautiful beach city in Newcastle, owned by the Red Corn Chip. Zane Robinson happens to the best of the Navy sailors. It does. Boomslang, g'day mate, how you going? We've got Emma C. How you going, my dear? Did you think that was going to be fake news on the front cover only to find out that it's real? Does it make you want to scratch your own bum because you can and she can't? Sad boy. I'd rather be a sad boy than a sad butt. And she's got an extremely sore, itchy, sad butt. We've got Mark Schroeder here. G'day, mate. How you going? Bailey's hat, throws it up in the air, catches the wind, bounces off slip and screams butt, and then lands in Elton John's bed and the rest is history. Giuliano sticker. Makes me want a pizza now. Seb, good to have you here, mate. It's like you're screaming my name there. It's been a while since someone screamed my name. Smokey B, howdy. That's a good Texas g'day right there. We've got Nicole King, the lovely King. Can we change your name to Queen? One of my favourite bands, actually. Took me a long time to like it. Good to have you here. Veteran is Nicole. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all safe. We are, except for young T off the thumbnail. And I've got some cans of Pepsi right here, just so I can absorb the suck for her. We've got Jesse, we've got Robbie Kent, the keeper of hounds. Lauren will be here in a moment to flirt with you, my friend. We've got Spuddy Sims. Howdy, team. G'day, Kaz. G'day, you. We've got J Lobley. Say that 5 times in a row with some rum balls in your mouth. We've got Benny Fisher. Did you catch anything on your hook today, my friend? Seb, again. We've got Tyson Walker. Yay, g'day team, how are we? We're great. Cody, not Kodak, who have just had a massive bailout after almost being a bankrupt company. And we got the lovely Daz, the Hyundai driving rally driver from down south, the Opal man, so to speak. And I keep looking at these and it takes me back into places where I've been in tombs, or I've been in castles, where I've been in fortresses. And just by touching something, you actually are grounded with that. And you start to wonder about the conversations of the person that grabbed it, saw it, spoke about it. Michael Stott, medic. My friend needs a medic, but she's actually still in hospital right now. We've got Mr. T23, not Paper Champ from Rocky 3, or a Soviet tank. Good to have you here. We've got Fletch here. I haven't forgotten about you. And you know that you are the recipient of the Xbox X winner. Vicky, his lovely lady from Don't Cry For Me Argentina, is probably giving him a massage right now. What's up, family? Not much going on. In lockdown with the missus. And it really, really was an upsetting day today to see how many people that have had such a shitty year doing a U-turn, turn around, off we go, trying to explain to kids why we're now stuck in the catch the pigeon Penelope pit stop race to get back to Queensland before the lockdown makes you hand out a lockdown, so to speak, in quarantine, self-paid for, no less. What's the, for the stoddy? Euphemism for stoddy? Not sure. What, we could always think about one. Can anyone think about a euphemism for Michael Stott? Maybe he is the morphine of the stream, so to speak. Jacko, good to have you here, mate. Arvo, mate. Straight below you, we've got James Wood. G'day, Chief. I could deal with Chief better than Sir. I don't mind, Chief. That's not too bad. Carl P. Hi, Kaz. Thanks for the great chat today. It was awesome, mate. It was good for me. Probably better for me because I was travelling in. The rain was so thick, it was like rower's back sweat coming down. It was one of the few times I pulled over for my own safety and that of others. Brady Carr, what sort of car would you be, Brady? Jay Hayes, boom, not cerebral palsy. He's west side and north side is straight above him with Kane Higgins. They might even be in the same room. We've got Peter Cameron confusing us with two first names. G'day, ladies. G'day, ma'am. And Megan, great to have you here. It's good to have the ladies here. It sort of lets us know that we are in an area where you can speak about any subject as long as you are an adult about it, or you actually represent and respect those in the chat as well. And every subject is able to be communicated here, naturally understanding that there is some words that the algorithm is allergic to or pricks its ears up, so to speak. We've got Dean Irwin, not the guy that got hit with the what do you call it? The pancake-shaped fish. Steve Irwin. No, he's on the bottom of the ocean himself. We've got Bordy. Good to have you here, mate. Lauren is shining. She'll be on the phone in 2 seconds. No, Kaz, the message was an hour ago. Oh, okay. Dave, Chief is better than Champ. I can't do Champ. I got called Champ by someone younger than me the other day, and I felt like calling him back and going, mate, that's more fighting words than saying fighting words. I can't stand it. Hate it. It is the most condescending thing that a young person can say to an older person that might make you, in fact, choose to be the champ. Jay Fark, Mr. P, good to have you here, mate. Dean Irwin, mate, don't take the Chief on. Dave D. Whopper. Lightfoot, there you go. What sort of car would you be? I'd be a VW van, I reckon, mate. Or maybe even a VW Touareg. Ed B, how you going? Ed B and I have got some fantastic news to bring you. We've been nutting something out today that's going to be nothing but bloody awesome for you. Great. Man, what do you call it? Fabulisco. That's not Spanish. We got Bloom. Bloom by you. How you going? We got Bryce. Good to have you here. We got the little Italian. There's nothing wrong with being little. We won't shame you over that. Boydie. Dino. Ed B. Hey, Lauren. Carl. Okay, team. We've got JP there too. Good to have you here. And thanks for all those that joined us over in Bucko's stream the other day. Let us open up one of these as we contemplate the thumbnail, which is pretty damn freaky. And if you were snorkeling and saw it, you'd probably shit your Speedos if you ever, in fact, wore Speedos. Guys and gals, have you had a chance to see the thumbnail for the video today? Today has been one of those days that just reminded me, or the last 48 hours, that 2020 really goddamn sucked. Not necessarily for me, but I can live vicariously through others and feel the suck on their behalf. For Donald Trump, it's sucking so far. Although we haven't seen the final chapter on that one. Okay, what else? Let's lean this one down here and use that Coke can for what it's worth. We've seen the COVID, and then it hits again now. Total shutdown, and we're seeing lovely people that have worked all year, had the worst year for a long time, and now explain to their kids as they're stuck in traffic and have less than 24 hours to get back to Queensland before they're going to face huge monetary losses while telling their children their Christmas is potentially on the rocks as well. Right? Not seeing family. How many people won't see family members for the last time? And we saw them stuck in traffic. How many of them got stuck in traffic with a bloody fuel light going, boop, 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 boop? You know who's walking? It's going to be Dad. And it's still going to be his fault when he doesn't come back with a bloody Coke or some cheeseburgers. And then we saw the massive accident that occurred on the thumbnail. And that young lady's name is Talia. She's from Cairns. She's my mate's better half. And basically what happened was they decided to get outdoors socially distanced, about 5 metres apart from each other as they went down the homemade MacGyver slip and slide. We've all made one. We've all been down one. We've all been injured on one, done a toe. Bloody burnt ourselves on the yellow plastic. But this time, it was a lot worse. A lot worse. That young lass, the burns are pretty close to full thickness, but not quite. It's enough that it's probably going to take a month to get better. She's still in hospital. Had to get the skin peeled off her. But the nerves are still intact enough to feel the pain and the itchiness. It would feel like, imagine your ball sack pulled over the top of a bloody, of a bed lamp in the jungle with no mozzie repellent, and then told the mozzies, tuckers up, come and get some. And then 10 minutes later, your hands are tied behind your back, and the only thing you got to scratch it with is a barbed wire fence. That's what it'd feel like for T at the moment, knowing that every single day is going to get worse, not better, because she's on the drugs that killed River Phoenix at the moment. They're pumping stuff into her because burns are as bad as it gets. Lauren, Fletch, the thumbnail, yeah. And I bet a lot of people there, Fletch, think that it's fake news on the front, but that's legit. That happened today. Yesterday. It happened yesterday afternoon. But I only found about it because I couldn't get in touch with my buddy, and then found out, and I've just spoken to her. She's still walking around at the moment because she's on the drugs that take her mind off it. But that recovery is going to be real slow. And I hope it doesn't scar because she's got a 10 out of 10 tush. Niall Phillips, g'day mate. The poo. Lauren, Scotty Reid, hey Kaz, thanks for your vids. Nutsu Cow, would you recommend joining a shooting club? I'm a reservist. If you're going to join a shooting club, don't join it because it's going to help your military. Join it because it can actually be a pretty cool group. But there's some unusual cats there as well, remember that. But, yeah, go there. Wait till you've got some skills up with the army. Don't tell them you've been in the Army Reserve. Don't tell them you've been taught your 4 marksmanship principles. And then go there and see if you can compete against them. Let's see if Lauren's going to jump on. Muppet alert, says Jay, as he realises his brother is here. No disrespect, Jay. But that's what you get for teasing me all the time with the elusive filth swamp water that comes in a blue can from KFC called Pepsi. Got it right here. It's going to stay bloody closed. Just like my butt on a cruise ship.
That's a nice howdy do.
Hey, how you going?
Hello. That poor girl. Can we send her some flowers or a gift basket from the Patreon?
I'll see if she's into flowers, and I reckon we could do that.
Or
will they social distance and throw the flowers at her from 5 metres?
Yeah. Oh, that would be good, because that's going to be painful, and at Christmas time too. And she was just having fun.
She was, girls just wanna burn bums.
Yeah, poor girl.
He said when it happened that the kids had already been down and it was fine, but because of her body weight, being an adult's body weight, and she's a small adult at that, she hit the slide like it was an ad from Coca-Cola in the 90s, and slid down there and stood up and straight away started running up. And my mate was going, why is she carrying on like that? And then she got to the top and he said, turn around, love. And he said the skin was just hanging off her back, off her bum on both sides.
That's a pretty good war wound pick, though.
Oh, yeah.
That's close to Dave's.
Oh, she really rendered herself well.
Yeah, poor girl.
Yeah, we can get her some flowers. I reckon that'd be a good idea, actually.
Yeah, Ed B reckons we should send her some burn cream with it.
Yeah, I reckon she'll get plenty of that. My mates are pretty good at getting stuff. Hey, Kaz and team, hope everyone's safe and well. Well, not everyone's safe, Luke. If you saw the thumbnail, you'd see the beautiful lass's butt that now looks like she sat on a fry pan.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out, what has she done?
I thought she'd stacked a mountain bike or a motorbike and landed on her ass, going through a drive-through while hiding her face while she was riding because she was embarrassed because she'd got Pepsi.
Yeah, I was just thinking, but what would she have been wearing to do that? But now, once you hear the story, it'll make sense. Poor darling.
How long do you reckon that's going to take to get better? I reckon a good month before the itchiness is over, the scabs are gone.
Are they up in the tropics?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's going to take a little bit longer too then.
Yep.
Oh,
Hey, Will, there you go, mate.
well,
Daz, I've got to back out to see it. Do it, Daz. It's worth it.
yeah, do it, Daz. It is worth it. Everyone, if you want to go look at thumbnail, go look at it now.
And tick the like button if you would rather have your butt than hers at the moment. That should mean almost everyone. I'd tick it myself if I could. Hey, I'm almost...
a rather lovely bottom, even though it's, a bit worse for wear at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't want to think it's horrific. She's got a lovely bottom. It's just a bit batched up right now.
Did you see the way I was actually looked after her virtue a little bit and put the 2020 there?
I didn't notice. I was too busy being horrified by the wounds and trying to figure out what the heck happened and how that would feel.
Okay. We've got Will. I don't know what you look like, Will, but when someone says this, it makes you want to see what they look like. Will is saying, hi, Kaz, I'm definitely going to join the SAS and I'm going to serve this beautiful country. Love to you and all the best, sir. Thank you for your service and thank you, Will. You got Ed B straight above you, who's 11 Bravo Infantry, who lost a lot of friends overseas, and he got the Bronze Star. So he deserves thanking a bit more than me. Both Ed and I, and I'm sure everyone that served, that's of sound brain, doesn't really expect or need thanks from yous. You don't owe us anything. We would much rather you have a conversation with us and just never call us baby killers, and we're sort of even then.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah. No, because you've probably done a hell of a lot that I'd be grateful for too, mate.
Oh, what a lovely attitude you have.
Yeah, well, I've got this list here of things you should say to civilians that say, thanks for your service.
Oh, there you go.
No, I'm joking. No, I mean it.
You should write that list.
Yeah, it is a burn there, Carl.
Yeah, ouch.
I went to see my mum and dad yesterday, and here's one for you, team. I couldn't make it on a video, and I didn't make a video on it, and I wanted to tell Lauren, but I thought I'd leave her alone for 24 hours. For all of those in Patreon, can you put your thumbs up now, please? Can we see a thumb who is in Patreon at the moment? Don't be shy, Carl. Ed B, don't be shy. Because I'm going to tell you what you did yesterday, and it nearly put a tear in my eye.
What did we do?
Yesterday, I went to go and get some seafood for me dad. That's what I do, because Dad doesn't need anything. Dad's a Vietnam veteran. Dad's my hero. Doesn't speak enough for my liking. And he puts up with my shit for 49 years and change. So I always go and get him seafood. He pretends that it's no big deal and I don't need to do it, but he licks the bowl clean. So, and that's in the famous garlic sauce. So what I did yesterday, I went in there to get the seafood, and I looked up when I was in the line, and there was a lovely Indian couple, They would have been probably in their 50s to 60s. Lovely. And they had shitloads of seafood with them. And they still looked at each other lovingly and all that. And I thought, that's nice. And I saw by the amount of food they had, Lauren, that these people, lovely people, are definitely taking this to prepare food for someone else. It was more than it would be for two people. And their kids are probably old enough, that, they could get it themselves if they needed. Yep. And I turned around and I said to them, you know what? There is nothing better than cooking something for someone and putting love into it. And I suspect that you're going to do that for someone else. And they went, yep, that's true. And I waited till they were at the counter. And then we reached over on regards of Patreon. And we said, we insist, because they're very proud people.
Yep.
And we insisted over their insistence, and we paid for their food. And said, now that you can rely that it was free for you, that you put all the effort of the thanks into cooking with love for whoever you're taking that home to. And do you know what happened?
What happened?
The lady started to cry.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what that reminds me of, that video you sent me from that channel that you and JP watch, of the cookie. You sent me one of, I think he was in India, cooking a big thing of prawns for all the children.
For all the villages, yeah.
Yeah, that was great. That's
That was a
lovely.
lot of prawns.
That was a lot of prawns. It looked delicious, though.
Yeah, there's a lurker, not lurking so well. There you go. So what do you think about that? What do you think about that, you Patreon
Yeah.
hombres?
Dino and has said that's not what I thought the Patreon was for. Well, what did you think it was for then? Because that's what it's always been for.
Yeah, Dino, I don't know. Maybe I haven't announced it enough. But that Patreon doesn't go to me. The money that people give in donations on here goes towards making the channel better and buying some dog food, or maybe myself a cure for drinking Pepsi once. But the money from Patreon, I take that out and I go and look for people that don't expect it. People that aren't asking for charity, and we inject into their life where they least expect it, when there's always a few people watching, to make sure that everyone, through observation, feels like they're around and they've got something better about life. They can go home and go, guess what I saw today?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know where you got that idea from, Dean. You never said it was going to veterans, did you? I don't remember that.
No, Dino. What happens is, I think I know where Dean's coming from. Right. What we're going to do, and is be affiliated with the 2nd Battalion Museum.
Yeah. Right,
yeah. So we'll donate yearly $1,000 to Harry. That in turn has veterans come to there and he helps them. But shy of that, everything we do either goes to help people from our channel, or it goes to help people to do with bucko and other good causes. But never a charity. It's always reaching out and finding those people that have slipped through the net.
Yeah, we have helped veterans before, like we did the epic stream for Loretta and Roddy, and he's a veteran. So we do help veterans as well. Right, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah. Yep. Any tips for the assessment day, Mr. Ralph? I'd say, for starters, if you need tips on the U session, the PFA, the assessment session, then go and watch the videos that I've made first, put days into making.
Yep.
And then from there, what they should do is give you a target list of questions. And then from there, come out with targeted questions on how I can help. And you know what? For anyone that's watching, we've got 2 numbers. If you need more, if you need that one-on-one motivation, inspiration, coaching, mentoring, then what you should do is get involved on the Patreon. I haven't even got the link down below.
Why not?
I keep forgetting to do it. But do you know what we're putting up tonight?
What are we putting up tonight?
Number 94 and number 96. 2 numbers within the first 100.
Oh, there you go.
We're up after over 266 in the numbers, and we've had more than 100 people leave, which is fine.
Yep.
Which is fine. But there's 2 numbers in the first 100, that are going up tonight. So the first 2 people to go in and join Patreon, and we'll do this each time, each stream, we'll put 2 numbers up, 94 and 96. And understand that the money that you put into that, you get something in return, which is not Facebook, which is not Instagram, which is not YouTube. You get an individual one-on-one ability to have conversations that span more than 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20. All right, so you feel like someone believes in you and someone's in your corner. And I'll tell you the truth that I can't necessarily say it all online. But you also know that then goes towards someone out there who might be losing a little bit of faith. Hey, SRN, thank you very much there, mate. Whack this into you. And it'll make you feel good about yourself too. Do you want pepper with that calamari? Or is this you trying to go out in the town on Boxing Day? It's a Kraken! Feed him a mother-in-law. That should make him happy. Welcome, calamari. Every time you come on SRN, feed the dog. Every time you come on and I see your name, do you know what sucks about it? Is on the ASX, there is a company that's hit gold. They called Spectacular Gold, and they're called SRN. And I keep thinking to myself, I need to invest in SRN. I need to invest in SRN, and twice a week, SRN jumps up here like it's saying to me,
yeah, and invests in you.
Yeah, Yeah. Flesh. All right, fam, I'm off. That's okay, mate. Vicky's a good crowd. Send her love to you both, Kaz and Lauren. Take care. We will take care, and you're going to be very interested in what's coming up next that we can't tell you about tonight. And Ed has the secret too, and Lauren doesn't know about it either yet, but she's going to find out about it after this stream.
I'm excited.
And she just can't hide it. Ed 4 leaves in 24 days for 11 Bravo, Fort Benning. That's Ed B's son. Ed B comes from a long line of Ed Bennett's, and now his son is about to join 11 X-Ray and go through IETs and then become 11 Bravo and then follow in the traditions. But at the moment, he can't get off his arsehole. He needs to get up and run, have some food, and remember that you will never be travelling at your speed. You'll either be going too slow for your speed or too fast for your speed. What do I mean by that? You just don't get in a routine in infantry. You'll be travelling at the speed of the mission, and it might be slower than what you want. You might feel bored, and you never know when you're going to actually do something exciting, and then you're going to be travelling too fast. You'll never know when you get a rest. And Ed B4 is about to learn all of that, and it's counting down.
It's exciting.
Well done, Ed Jr., says JP, the 2nd Battalion, Royal Australian Regiment, second to none sniper.
Yeah, he's also a bit of a poo.
I've got something in common with him. You know what that is?
What?
We wear pants.
Yeah.
Ed B can't wait to help, but giggles a bit because Dad knows what he doesn't. He doesn't know. You cannot know about what it's like to be in infantry until all of a sudden the safety net leaves. Mum and Dad aren't there. Mum and Dad and Denny saw. I won't finish the song; it'll be stuck in your head, just like Daddy Shark, dum dum ba dum ba dum, Daddy Shark, bum bum ba dum, Daddy Shark.
Look at this. My youngest son has made it into the chat for the first time. The real Leslie McGesley, he calls himself.
The real Leslie McGesley. Good to have you here, you Tasmanian weirdo.
He is.
I know I've never spoken in the chat. I might never again. But I figured I'd just give my humble opinion in the fact that thumbnail made me crying from painful relatability. Okay. Have you stacked a push bike going down a hill where gravity took a jihad out on your ass?
He's hurt himself plenty of times.
Misadventure. It's normally the land of men. DJ Brown, spin that wheel. Have a crackin'. Not around your neck.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Welcome, members. Salt and pepper, please. It's a crackin'. Feed him a mother-in-law. That should make him happy. Welcome, calamari. How come it never sounds bad when you say father-in-law? As soon as you say mother-in-law, everyone goes, oh, the cringe. I spelt cringe the wrong way. We wouldn't have known, mate. We wouldn't have known. JJ the sailor. Watch out. Watch your back, son. Take a soap and a rope. Use it like a bait. You know, when they come after it, turn your back to the shower and have a decent one. By the time they're forward over it, you'll be back in with your strides back on. You'll be safe, JJ. What a legend. He's going to be a submariner. How's that? There is no one alive who's going to believe you other than submariners. Girls are going to think you're full of shit when you go out and meet them while socially distancing. Going, I'd love to kiss you, but I can't because of COVID.
Oh.
And then they're like, should I be offended or not? Go, nah, I'm a sailor. You're safe. What if you're the first new guy, JJ, into the submarine, and you get down to 40,000 feet, can't see the Kraken because there's no windows, and then all of a sudden they all turn around and Gangnam Style comes on or something, and even the captain's dancing towards you. Oh, shit. You got nowhere to run on a submarine, have you?
That's funny. I don't think so.
Thomas, 234. How you going, mate? That's a shitty job accountant. Or is it? Oh, no, it's 334, sorry. Guardian, 27. That's right, Carl. Dragon-in-law. You're not a bad mother-in-law, but are you?
No, I'm a really good one.
Yep. What test do you put out to young men or young girls?
look, I let my children, once they're at the age of being able to make those decisions themselves, I let them make those decisions and mistakes themselves. It's only if I think it's dangerous that I'll say something or give my opinion.
Do you know what really sucks about being our age? Almost every comment, it's a little bit dangerous.
Yeah.
Song lyrics from every bloody generation start coming down.
It's true. The amount of times I sing, you can't always get what you want, to people.
But you just might get what you need. You know, how many people love the song or grew up with, don't take your guns to town, son. Don't take your guns to town, boy. Leave your guns at home.
Yeah, I did.
That's a good song. A lot of those songs, the lyrics,
yeah,
are just so real.
Yeah.
Don't slip and slide up north, love.
Yeah, that's true.
Just wear jeans to the pool. Roxette, awesome band. It was awesome. Jay,
Yep.
Was she hot or not?
I don't know. Sometimes I thought so. Sometimes I thought not.
Sometimes she looked hot and sometimes she looked like a little brother. You know,
That's true. But there's some men who like that. So maybe.
She looked a little bit like Billy Idol's sister.
Yeah. It might have just been the same hairdo and makeup, though.
Yeah.
You know, that happened a lot. Thomas 0334 has said, Kaz, I really got to say, mate, I've been watching a lot of your videos recently and it really has inspired me to join the infantry. So many thanks.
Mate, that's a pleasure. And let me say that was the focus of the conversation that I had with Carl P today. And that basically is, we don't realise what a desert of common thoughts and expectations and ambitions that we can be living in, where once you actually see that you're not the weird one, that other people share the way you think, what you want to do, you know, and they've also had the same sort of eye rolls and head shakes and queries from others that don't understand why you would want to do some of these things. But when something's an itch inside, you know, you've just got to do something about it. Otherwise, it will become that, and then it'll eventually become a regret. And I know a lot of blokes who would have been a lot bloody better soldiers than me, who never actually enlisted, and they still tell me now, Jesus, mate, every day I think what I could have been now. Yeah. Yeah.
That happens. No regrets, like the tag says.
Well, there's times I wish I had have been an up-class gigolo for supermodels. And, you know, I just lost my chance.
I don't know if they're in need of a gigolo, to be honest.
That's what makes it exotic.
Oh, I see, right.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. You got to make the industry sometimes, yeah. Juice Bigelow. When they go, what the hell are you doing here? You go, have you ever heard the saying that different is better than good?
Oh my gosh.
I'm different.
Oh my gosh.
I used to be black.
Hey.
Used to be. We weren't weird. Everyone else is. Yeah, when it's in the soul. Why would someone want to go and be a doctor? You know what? Okay. What is the one career that doesn't make sense? The most that doesn't make sense. It's a vet. Why the hell would someone that loves animals want to go to the only profession that only sees animals in agony?
I suppose because they can help them.
Can they?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give your owner, your mother and father, a $5,000 bill.
Yeah,
You know,
true.
and the quandary, it's only $150 for a needle instead.
Yeah. No, I think, you know, I don't know, pet insurance is worth it.
Yeah, and one day I'll pay that.
Yeah, got to get some pet insurance, because once they start going to the vet, boy, it can be a slippery slope.
Yeah. At the moment, I'm hexing you all. If you don't press the like button, an itchiness will start between your two smaller toes, and it's going to work all its way up to your crutch. If you don't press the like button.
Very Christmassy of you.
Well, I'm giving them something. You know what? Everyone gets a hex for Christmas. Have we got any thumbs up down there for anyone whose holiday plans have basically been dashed on the rocks, so to speak, since the COVID outbreak in the last couple of days? Can we see some thumbs up? Because I'm sure there's some people there that we really should be giving some attention to as well. Ed B, the first time one of these young men gets officially wet, will they remember saying thanks? Maybe not. Everyone finally got an assessment date. Look, a lot of people are getting their dates now, and I'm not talking about Egyptian fruit. You know,
very droll.
Fugly, here he is. James Wood, Kaz, you hex us. I'm praying your hemorrhoid comes back. A second one.
No, we don't want to talk about that. The cheese problem. We've covered it. We've covered the cheese period of your life.
I thought he meant a second hemorrhoid.
Oh, right.
You know, if you got two, does it become a Tasmanian hammer? I got the Tassie hammer. Hey, DJ Tate, Donald Trump's here.
Donald Trump's here.
Let's really hope that common sense prevails, mate. You know. Kaz, what's officially wet? Donald Trump knows that. I know Donald Trump real well. You are officially wet when the water actually becomes your tributary that makes all its way down to your 6 o'clock valve. When water actually runs down your back and touches your jacksie, okay, that's slang for arsehole. That's when you cannot, say that you are not wet. That is as wet as it gets. And the worst rain is not heavy rain. It is the slow, misty rain that accumulates, unlike interest in an Australian bank account. And the precipitation slowly saturates you till it gets to the stage where you realise, because you don't have your phone with you, you don't have internet with you, I cannot foresee the next time that I'll ever be warm, comfortable, or dry again. And it's only a few hours after that water happens where all of a sudden, especially if you're up north, where nature starts to try to break you down, and then it comes down to, is your survival skills better than what nature's skills are at taking you out? And that's what actually happens. You are dying when you're on operations because you're wearing clothes that should not be worn by a human. I'm talking about body armor. I'm talking about sometimes helmets, packs, webbing, fighting equipment, prolonged periods of time, in adverse conditions, and just feeling your body breaking down and down and down. And after a while, you don't care, and the animals get closer and closer because you smell exactly like them.
That's probably a good thing, though.
You smell like a truckie's crutch.
Yeah, that's not so great.
A North Queensland truckie's crutch.
Oh, come on now.
Not going to lie, but my holidays either were going to consist of drinking. As long as you're in air conditioning and you're having a beer, you're kind of okay, mate. Now add a swimming pool and you don't even need to bathe or shower either.
What?
Well, if you're around the pool...
What for Christmas?
Well, a woman can save a fortune by swimming in chlorine a lot. It's like a natural bloody... what do you call it?
I don't know.
What's that stuff? Is Botox. Your skin goes like that. After you've been in chlorine for too long, you can't smile anymore.
Yeah.
SRN. Finish the paramedic course first. The medic course is really only a AQF, ambulance qualification. Level 4 course, whereas the paramedic one is AQF level 6. You can also double major with nursing and never be without a job. That's it. But there's still something to pay, isn't there, man? The angels of the streets. You've still got to try and put Humpty together again. And any paramedic can be able to tell you, like a lot of soldiers and a lot of police can, the human body, the punishment it can take is absolutely amazing. Some of the people that I've seen, you're going, you need to put a green dream in him right away. If he had been a dog, you would have hit him with a bloody axe handle to put him out of his misery, only to find out, under all that mess, it's only a flesh wound. You're going to be fine. You know, it is insane what you can actually survive through.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Paul King's off bed. She says, Merry Christmas. Well, I don't know if she's going to bed, but she's going.
Nicole, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and please tell me, is 2021 going to be better or worse? Because my fear is at the moment that we've got to a stage where we are so trigger happy with COVID, it doesn't matter anymore if it makes sense. People are just doing what they're told, you know, and automatically we are going straight to emergency levels, regardless of the fact the first time when it came out that we need to lock down was only to stop the actual the hump, so that hospitals could deal with the cases, so to speak. But now, regardless of what it is, we're just going to lock down, regardless of the damage it causes. I don't know. I don't even know if I have an opinion.
Mr. Patterson's off to bed. It's medication time. Good night.
I get a little bit jealous on us, Mr. P.
Yeah.
And we were only going for 41 minutes, not a single reminder. You're going to get the candy cane? You're going to get it out, sir?
Here's a green seasick cow from Nico.
Hey, Nico, how you going? How did you see that before me?
I don't know, I just did. It says, Hi, Kaz. Got my enlistment for the 1st of February, 343. Any suggestions for building up a valuable skill set resume within the Army?
Nico, all you need to do is go in, and I'm going to give you some good advice here, mate, after you get a bit of cracking around you. Here we go. I think it's Nico's first time we've heard him talk.
I haven't seen Nico.
It's a cracking. Feed him a mother-in-law. That should make him happy. Welcome, calamari. No one's mentioned that freaky chick in the thumbnail.
Yeah, they have.
Have
in
they?
the back. Yeah, in the background.
Okay, Nico, the best thing you can do, mate, and you're going to be in a bloody good advantage over so many others. The big disadvantage is going to be for people who went home, they're at Kapuka, that went home, they were at the School of Infantry, because they're going to go home, their foot's now off the pedal, and now they've got to go put it back to red line again. Especially those that have just that are almost finished Kapuka, that are about to go to Singo, and the level is going to go up there in professionalism, as well as fitness requirements and toughness. It's going to be out of control. But you get to go in there where you'll go in fresh. You haven't been able to pull backwards. You've still got the positive and negative emotions, mindset. You want to be grey still. So what I recommend that you do is go in there and just be the best person you possibly can and treat it like a game show. I'm going to get yelled at. Treat it like a bucket list. I'm going to fail something. When you fail something, chick. Okay, I expected that. The food's going to taste shit. Yep, tick that box. I'm not going to come first at something. Tick.
Exactly. It won't be nasty surprises.
Yeah, no nasty surprises. You expect all this. So go in there and understand that you've started, okay, your life course. And so many people, imagine this one. There's people that are probably going, Nico, to university in 2021 who are in a lot shitter position than you, that are going, what happens now? Am I actually going to the uni? Is it open? Is it going to be by Skype, but I'm still paying the same amount? You know, yours is more of a, no dramas. Come in. And come through the door. But there's your uniform. Now you're going to get a shit haircut.
Yep.
All right.
And Nico is a long-time lurker, he said.
I always love it when people talk up.
Yeah, we love our lurkers, and we love them when they drop into chat and say good day.
We do. And we spoke to Carl today, and he explained that he was sat for a long time in the chat. But I really do encourage people to comment in the stream once you realise that, you know, you can trust us. And from there, what we do is we'll ask you questions about yourself. We will give you thumbs up to let you know that we care about you and you're part of here now. And although we don't get to see your face, we get to see your comments. You have a voice here. You're very welcome. And maybe you learn something off Dave D, off Ed B, off Lauren, off Mr. P, off Fugly, off Stoddy, Medic, okay, off Daz or Hyundai Driving Freako, or go west side and listen to Jay while he's quarantined from the rest of the country. And then you go, you know what? This is the only YouTube channel I can go to and get this sort of attention, so I might as well stay here and even consider subscribing because it's free.
Yeah, it is. Okay, Steph is here. Remember
Hi, Steph.
Steph's a boy. Remember that? Hi, everybody. I finally enlisted last Thursday, Army Reserve. Couldn't be happier. I know it's only the beginning, but I was feeling already proud.
It's only the beginning.
Yeah. There's those song lyrics again. It's only just begun.
Everything's got a start point, team. Do you reckon that 6'3" Yankee JP over there, do you reckon he ever thought that he was going to be a sniper in the 2nd Battalion Royal Australian Regiment? No. But he is. Right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he said he was much smaller than all of our boys when he first joined up. His dad told him he gets blood noses too quick, and he ended up...
Yeah, well, stop hitting me, Dad.
He ended up becoming a, great man, battalion boxing champion. He did good.
Unlike me, never won a fight. But one day I will. Ahead.
Nicole King is coming with big fat red cow. Merry Christmas, Nicole. Thank you.
Nicole, you don't have...
That's way too much, but thank you.
Look, honestly, guys and gals, I really don't know how to respond, especially to other veterans when that happens.
She's done it before, She's done it before.
She has. And I'm not sure if that validates just how much you get from coming here, Nicole, or accepting the fact that there's somewhere you can call home. I don't know how you respond to that, mate. Nicole, what size shirt are you? And let's get one made up for you. And what's your favourite colour? Let us know.
Yeah, indeed.
Steph. Nightbot.
Yeah. Would you like to read that out?
It's a crackhead. Feed him a mother-in-law. That should make him happy. Welcome, Calamari. Nicole, thank you very much, mate. And if it turns out tomorrow that you go, holy shit, I just slipped on me stubby, and hit the donate button, let me know, man, and I'll send it back.
Really, I always value when she gives us some of her precious time.
Well, when you have ladies come to a stream, guys can be fanatics, of the common topic. But when a lady comes along, soldier comes along, they're hard. You got to earn without dancing for it. You know what I mean? And it's really hard. For those that don't know, I am a giver, not a taker. So it's a very weird feeling for me, when it occurs.
You just got to shut up and take it.
Oh, I've been told that in the guard room. What's Night Bob saying? Sup, Kaz? ADF has been holding my app for 2.5 years now, deciding whether it's worth trying still. Been told that the best option for me is joining the French Foreign Legion. Thoughts?
My thoughts is who told you that's the best option?
I'm going to start off, so I've got a couple of seconds to think here, please, Night Bob, because I'm suffering a little bit from Nicole King's Queen.
Yeah.
Queen. Nicole Queen. Her donation and yours. It's a crackhead. Christmas feast. Feed him a mother-in-law. That should make him happy. Welcome, Calamari. Thank you. So, for starters, thank you very much there, Bob and Nicole. I'm flabbergasted. My ass is now twitching because it's embarrassing as well. Thank you. Now, Night Bob, all I can think of when you said French Foreign Legion is have you got a criminal record, mate? Is that why they said it to you? Is there something that they look at you and they go, you look like you'd be highly qualified to be a soldier, but won't fit in the PC correctness of the Australian Army and therefore an alternative for you would be the French Foreign Legion. I will say to you, but I know people who've been in the French Foreign Legion, and the one thing that they had in common was they all deserted to get away from it.
Yep, same. I've tattooed folks who deserted.
Now I'm hungry for chocolate mousse. Deserted. Do you get it?
Oh, I get it.
Nightbot, can you tell us a little bit about what made them come up with that? Am I close to the mark? Have you got a bit of a record? And I don't mean vinyl. And Nicole, if you can, mate, can you put a message or something down there and just let us know?
Thinks next year's going to be better.
Oh, okay. Next year's going to be better. I think it is. I think it is too. But a lot of it is going to hinge on what happens, in the US and what the Red Corn Chips' next move is going to be, I think. Jordan, well done on the slam dunks. Congratulations, Steph. Was it Steph? I was just listening to in the background.
Steph with an F, but he won't mind. Kaz has misgendered him many times.
Steph. Dave D. Ed, the next 16 hours will be better than the rest of the year. What's happening?
What happened?
What's happening in the next 16 hours I don't know about?
Who said that?
That was from Dave D. Dave.
What's happened, Dave?
Dave, share it with us.
What's so exciting?
Now I won't be able to sleep.
Me either.
I'm doing my application aptitude test on January the 4th. What are you going for?
Who are you talking about? Oh,
that's Carl, yeah.
Right, I see. I've caught up.
Stubbsy. Knight, don't ever stop, mate. The Defence Force love commitment. That's it. Look, until they actually say no, you cannot join. Unless there's an absolute reason, then which is self-explanatory. Just keep trying. Yep. Because if you don't, then that is the same as the regret that comes with not actually getting to where you want to be. You need to be, it's like going for special forces. You need to be told no, or you need to quit for you to be able to close that door.
Yeah. Brady's got a recommendation here. If you like boxing, watch The Good Son Ray Mancini story. Tragic and uplifting at the same time.
Okay.
Now, Night Bobby's message did get deleted, but I understand why Fugly deleted it, and I did read it before then. So there are some reasons as to why he maybe wasn't doing so well in the application process, and I'll tell you about them later. Okay,
and look, there is things. I thought about this line the other day. What do you think about this one, Ed B? There is nothing we can do that guarantees our future, but there is things that we can guarantee will cut our future short. What I'm saying there is it doesn't matter what you do, how good a person you are, how hard you work, there is a God's act, so to speak. There is things that can go wrong. There is circumstance that can ruin your chance of ever being successful of anything, whether it's an accident, whether you are serendipity in the wrong spot and at the wrong time, so to speak.
Yep.
But there is things you can definitely do, like violence, drink driving, drugs, wrong crowd, all of these things that can absolutely ruin any chance of ever having a future. And that's why I say to young people that despite the fact that we'll forgive someone that went to jail and give them a second chance, there is so many things that once you go down certain lanes, you'll never be forgiven for. We don't forgive you, or you don't forgive yourself, or fate doesn't forget what you done when you were younger that influences the way you act, the way you think, and the others think about you. So
we have a lot more control on what happens in our life than what we realise. When I was young, I wish I'd known that. There's a lot of variables in your life that you can control that will minimise the risk of you making some sort of fatal error.
There is. Yeah.
But it was nothing really like that with Knight. I will tell you about it later.
Okay.
Beth has just given you a
I just saw that. I thought it was a toilet at first, but it's a coffee.
With it's an avocado or something.
Thanks, Steph.
Looks like raspberry. Looks like Ribena.
Thank you very much.
Ed B's right. Some mistakes can't be undone. You can't put the fart back in the bottle.
You can't put the fart back in the bottle. It's a cracking. Feed him a mother-in-law. That should make him happy.
Welcome, calamari.
It should. I've made decisions in my life that have stuck with me, and there's things that I've done that no one knows about but me, but that's enough.
Exactly.
Once you've felt shame about your own actions within yourself, that's why people have a hard time shutting their mouth. They just need to tell someone, even if it brings on persecution, at least it gets the guilt out of the bottle, so to speak,
Yeah,
but
you
it doesn't
might
heal.
Yeah, you might think you won't feel bad about things before you do them, just for like a moment's sort of gratification, but your conscience can haunt you in a way that nothing else can.
And I don't know if you know anyone, Ed, that's in the position, but Lauren and I know veterans that have been horribly injured, because they should have done things different.
Yep,
That's all I'll say.
yep, that's right.
And you're going to live a long, long time. Sometimes the worst gift that you can get from God, from nature, from life is a long life. Be careful about being jealous of someone that makes it to 90, because some people are in pain for 70 years.
Okay, Dean Owen has the question. He said, mate, I don't remember where I heard it, maybe here, but at assessment, are they going to ask us, I think he means political questions, like how we feel about the red corn chip? If they do, how are we supposed to answer that?
I would say I keep out of politics. I understand that that's going to be something that I need to be aware of, but I'm not allowed to have an opinion on it. Once I get in the military, I know that. So
Yeah,
that's where I stand on it.
I'd be surprised if they were asking you too much about it, or unless of course, they've looked at your social media profile and you've been very vocal about it.
One of the politicians in America in at one of the rallies, he just brought up, that he is no longer considering himself Democrat. He's no longer considering himself Republican. Now he considers himself a political patriot who is trying to save his country. And he said, I cannot believe the amount of people in no physical danger who are scared to make a decision based on the Constitution of the land of the free, while others give their lives willingly. So others will not give their job while they expect you on their behalf to give your life. That's pretty profound.
Yep.
And the crowd went crazy.
Yep. Ed B's got a book recommendation. He says, read the book Black Hearts. Some regrets from some folks in that book about the 502nd Infantry and the 101st Airborne.
That's Ed B's unit. And how many did you lose? 28 on that tour, Ed? And that was the one where you got your Bronze Star, isn't it, mate? Can we get some thumbs up down there? We're not here to patronise Ed. You're going to see a hell of a lot more of him real soon. And I'm not going to say anything more about that.
I'm so excited.
You will be excited.
I'm already excited. Do you need to call your little one? Jay's in there with the reminder.
Oh, shit. Jay, what would I do without you? Wait 2 seconds, team. It's holidays, so she's probably trying to do a fugazi on Mum and try to turn clocks backwards. 1, 2, 9. Wait 2 seconds, team. We're just reaching out to my commanding officer. She probably likes to think of herself.
She is.
I never thought that someone would have so much power over me. I just take a knee when she turns up. Hey.
Hi.
Hello. Do you want to say hello to Ed?
No.
I beg your pardon?
No.
Say hi, Ed. You know, he's got a little puppy too.
No.
You're playing hardball.
I know my mum dared me to say no for the rest of the day.
Oh, did she? Oh, you don't have to dare a little girl to say no. Oh, okay. Do you want to go to Wet and Wild tomorrow?
Okay.
Ah, there you go. Do you want to say hello to Auntie Lauren?
No.
You're allowed to laugh, Lauren. She can hear you. Lauren's here. We're online at the moment.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Brian.
Hello, darling. I think you're very clever. I'd rather lose the bet and go to Wet and Wild too.
As though I wouldn't take her.
We're gonna have to now.
I'm going to take you there till your eyes burn, and then we can have a sleep on the lounge and watch cartoons.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll make you hot chips like your favourite.
Sure.
Okay. Well, darling, you're going to need some sleep tonight because we're going to have a great day tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll see you.
I love you. Bye-bye.
I love you too. I'm going to see you at 10 o'clock, and then we're going to have a hot dog so we can get heartburn.
Sure.
Good. I love you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye, darling.
Lauren.
Say goodbye to everyone.
Bye, Lauren.
And Merry Christmas to everyone.
Bye, darling.
Merry Christmas, Lauren.
Merry Christmas to you, sweetheart.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. No smacks for tomorrow. Okay.
Bye.
Bye. I was just mucking around. I'm a lot tougher than that.
Yeah.
I'll eat in front of her tomorrow. I'll wear Speedos and pull them up high to embarrass our family.
Oh, you would not. Don't do that to her.
Kaz, what's the restrictions affected you or not yet? Have the restrictions? Isaac, the restrictions at the moment are closed borders, but I think it's going to crack down considerably. Today, on the highway at Sydney, it was like 20 kilometres plus of just banked up traffic of people that had turned around and were heading back towards Queensland. It was bloody horrible. And it just seems like 2020 just keeps dishing up the bullshit. You know, we've seen the thumbnail. You know, who would have thought that someone would have a catastrophic injury that could last a month to recover from a frickin' slip and slide?
Yep.
You know, when you're getting off after and you see the thumbnail, that's real. That's not fake news. That's T from up north, and she's a lovely looking young lady who's going out with one of my mates. And she's going to spend the next month probably down in the ambush set position on a tummy, watching everyone having fun, socially distancing, while she just gets accused of being lazy.
Oh, poor girl. Lazy. You can't accuse her of being lazy with injuries like that. John Paul reckons you need to put a spud in your Speedos.
Why?
In the back, so it looks like you've done a poop.
Is that as rock in your Speedos, or are you happy to see me?
I don't think he meant the front.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't suggesting do a bullshot Crummond.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been going for an hour and 2 minutes now. It's 8:44. He is happy to go for 16 more minutes. He's happy with that?
I'm happy to stay as long as you want.
Yeah, because you know you're getting good news in a minute.
Yeah, I am too excited. I was having a little nap when you rang me before, so I'm glad you woke me up. Otherwise, I wasn't going to sleep tonight.
Yeah. I didn't know what I was going to talk about tonight. Then all of a sudden I get these photos coming through of catastrophic bloody slip and slide, bitumen burn, you know, and that poor bastard, she's going to go through the 4 phases. At the moment, she had a bit of a giggle about it because she's on all of the concoction of drugs that bloody, what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio probably sits on an average weekend, you know, while mixing it with martinis. But once that comes off and she starts getting bored, she's an outdoor girl, she's a professional photographer. You know, I just hope she can wear a G-string with glee again in the future.
She's going to have to probably wear one for a long time at the moment until that heals up, you know, or, you know, gosh.
Daz reckons a day of stinging eyes and heartburn sounds perfect.
It does, yeah. Are you excited for Christmas yet?
Am I?
Yeah.
I've almost bought all the presents for everyone that I want to. One of my nicest ones is my dad, who I'll just keep cooking for him.
Yeah, that's lovely. I've been cooking a lot now. I've been doing my sweets, and then I'll start roasting meats over the next couple of days and making salads and getting ready for our big feast.
Feast.
Tomorrow I'm going to make a salted caramel and macadamia nut slice.
That sounds like something that brings out the pigs.
Oh.
Yeah, one of those things that once you touch it, you're going, I'm not trying to be rude, but I need more.
Yeah, I'll have to make a lot of it, I think. But I'm just testing it. I just made up this recipe and I'm just testing it this year. I always use Christmas to try out new recipes. I'm sure my family hates it. But then I always do I made a batch of rum balls with my granddaughters the other day and they're all gone already. So
the kids are pissed.
Yeah, no, I don't. They're virgin rum balls. They have no actual rum in them. No Kraken in my rum balls.
Kraken. Delegate. Hey, Kaz, I was just wondering now how roles are distributed in bricks, sections, grenadier, marksman, machine gunner, etc. There's just symmetry, mate. You're either in the Alpha team or the Bravo team, righto? The team with the section commander should be the more senior gunner because there's more likely that you're not going to be part of any fire support. You're going to be part of the assault. There's symmetry in between, so no matter what brick is the first one to meet the road, that the second one is able to then manoeuvre to assist with the second one. So all it comes down to what position is vacant or what they think most suits you, or you might get rotated through, mate. If you say, hey, I want to be that, you want to be that, you don't want to be the GLA, it's the worst weapon in the world to patrol with because it's so front heavy. Hey, Kaz, thoughts on Space Force? As long as America comes first at it, that's fine. Because whoever has space superiority over air superiority will be the most powerful country in the world. And you can't stop them then.
They win.
Yep. Daz, Kaz, you should try your hand at grinding and polishing some opals. It's pretty easy and quite relaxing.
Well, you just happen to have some.
I do. And it's like, here's something we prepared earlier in this jar with what seems to be hiragana or some sort of tribal writing already added. Daz, did you collect every single one of these, mate?
I think that's lovely. I think that's one of the nicest gifts you've been given. You've been given some great gifts.
We've been given Roman coins by Rob.
Yep.
We've had, I don't want to give yourself in the shit here. We've got so much stuff.
Yeah, you couldn't even stop there. You can't name them all.
Everything that's behind me, team, is an artifact that someone has either given to me, whether it be a soldier, whether it be an exchange soldier, whether it's someone from the Ranger Battalions, which there's only 3 of in the US, okay, whether it is the Roman regalia that's come from Hillary Clinton, whether it's axes from Caballo, which I lifted myself, whether it be the coins, whether it be the sands, whether it be the elephant in the room, real ivory, it's fantastic. It's not even fossicking. It's not even hoarding. How can you chuck these things away?
There's a difference.
Eclectic.
Mitchell Dimmock is leaving for Kapuka on the 27th of April. That's right near your birthday.
2 days after Anzac Day.
Mm-hmm.
That means that Anzac Day you actually will be at a hotel.
Yeah.
Huh.
I was wondering the same thing, Jay. Where's Derek?
Where is Derek? He's just here. Sorry, Insane Rabbit. Derek, for those that don't know, what Derek is about is my daughter wanted to play dolls and I refused to play dolls with a female doll. And there's things that we can't talk about being family members naturally, where she doesn't want to hear Dad's advice. So I went and bought a male doll that didn't look like Ken, who looked a little bit cool. And then from there, when you play dolls with the kids, you can talk about serious subjects and they actually listen. It's a tip. You can keep it. Tick. That's for free.
There you go. Yeah, it's, learning. Kids learn through play.
They do.
Very important.
That's why I scare her while she's asleep.
We love Derek, the part of law.
Yeah, he used to be sort of moving around like the secret gnome around the room.
Like Hillary.
Hey, Tasmanian Devil, how you going, mate? We've got Smokey B here too. General Modello. Yeah, I saw the video. It was rather sad. Looked easier than the obstacle course I did in primary school. Which one's this?
What's he talking about?
Where are we talking about?
I don't
You see the
know.
batch of recruits in the Space Force. Oh, okay, Space Force.
Talking about Space Force.
Yeah, but you know what? If you need to do an obstacle course in space, then chances are there's no gravity. It's not going to be much of a drama. If you've got to move quickly in Space Force, you're in trouble. It's going to be geeks
Depends
that are
what
in
their
computer
role is.
pads that are using missile systems or laser systems that attack from above.
I imagine at the most it would be a bit like a Navy thing where they may board other vessels, at the most, rough and tumble.
You just need to go and look at, they're about to come out 2021, a car company. Almost every company is releasing electric vehicles like Tesla next year. And one of them that looks like it's the real deal. It comes out in 3 varieties. Series is called the Lucid. It's called the Lucid, Lucid. Apple has now got a car in the making as well. Trucks are looking to come to Australia, electric trucks. The Lucid, I think, has a range of 600 miles, which is pretty close to 1,000 Ks. And Ed B told me something today that made me want to punch the screen. Guess how much fuel is in America at the moment compared to Australia?
How much?
How many litres is there in a gallon? There's 4. Guess how much it is for a gallon of fuel in America? $2. It's $6 in Australia. We pay 3 times the amount in Australia, and that's got nothing to do with the scarcity of oil. There's more oil than there's ever been glutted because it never got used in 2020, yet we are getting absolutely, pardon the language, ass fucked. It's a disgrace, what's happening. Pour them out, Kaz, into a dish and look through them. I will, Daz. I'm just waiting for my little girl to come over, and we're going to look at these together, and we'll put a light on them too to make them dazzle, so to speak, Daz.
Yeah, that was nice. I like that. Bit of dazzle.
Yeah. Daz, I reckon you're really going to like what's about to start happening with the channel. And at this stage, we're looking at doing it before New Year's Eve.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
The suspension is killing me.
Okay, Matty Borrell was saying when I was there, I filled my tank on US $12.
Man.
That's crazy, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Because Australia, we go broke from every little thing at a time. Whether it be fuel, whether it be taxes on cars, whether it be, you name it, not getting taxed double for having a second job rather than the government saying, hey, this person's just trying to get ahead and they're willing to work, let's screw them instead. For those that haven't heard me talk about it before, I'm going to make a video about this one real soon, is I believe that it should be a 38-hour taxed week. And any hour after that, it should be tax-free. So that way you can, and it has to be something where the rewards you have in life are directly connected to hard yakka, 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 yakka. No one should ever look down on someone who gets ahead because they worked harder. Yep. I've heard people say before that people in the army actually get paid too much. I'm like, are you serious? If you saw how much we got paid, which isn't bad, it's almost the highest in the world, but look what we get taxed. Look how we get savaged on every hit of the block. You couldn't survive if you lived in Sydney, so to speak. It'd be terrible.
The cost of living's pretty high in a lot of places.
But how much would you even have to pay a civilian to go and do a fitness test to a certain standard twice a year, at the least, to get up and be at work every day and before 8 o'clock, where a lot of them haven't got out of bed yet, be doing hard PT? to be walking out into the rain for 10 days at a time, to get kicked in the face by someone else's boot as you're going through an obstacle course, blood pissing out everywhere, and then get told, what are you going to do? Stay there and cry? Or are you going to finish? You know, there's no sympathies. There's no well dones, really. You just do your job. And that's a stoicism, you know, that makes it very hard to fit back in society later on when other people feel like they're crying over spilt milk, so to speak.
Yeah. Lee Dog was saying hello to you, and he said, nice stream like always.
Hey, Lee Dog. It's a good name.
It is a good name, but he's got a picture of Garfield on his avatar, so I get confused. I think it's Garfield.
That's a lasagna-eating pussy right there.
Oh, good heavens.
It's a cat that eats lasagna.
Yeah, I know.
Lauren, her postcode is gutter.
Yeah, yeah. When I'm talking to you, it is, because I have to be so careful what I say. Because whenever I'm talking to you guys, I always accidentally make double entendres.
it's a big word for me. What language is that?
Hey,
D-Walksy. Hey, Kaz, what's your opinion on infantry gap year? Infantry gap year is perfect if you have a year away from your civilian business and you want to be completely and fully qualified at infantry within the Army Reserve, and then have an Army Reserve completely ticked off, good to go, and then you're an infantry member at a Army Reserve depot, and you have either a trade job, a business, or something to go with it. But it doesn't make sense to me unless that's what you're doing. Why do you want to go in and go 100 miles an hour, and then all of a sudden, poof, no job? That doesn't make sense to me. Why do you want to go in there, put all that work in? The Army gets you now for the next 4 years, 6 years, 10 years with your name written down, because you've got to come back and be a reservist as well. But you're fully qualified to go and then have this as a career with free medical, subsidised accommodation, living somewhere with the adventures around Australia. You know, but then you go, nah, it's okay. I'll go and look for another job again. It just doesn't make sense to me. I would have to hear people's individual reason why they're doing it. Some would absolutely make sense, and others absolutely wouldn't. So I'd take the gap year as a case by case. And for some people that know how to use it properly, it's probably bloody awesome. But for other people's, it probably cuts their potential short. Maybe we should look at what it actually is. Gap year actually is pretty much national service. That's what it is.
Don't know. There's lots of things like that to talk about.
Yeah.
Adam Williams says he's loving the chat. Sir Caswell, good to see you, he said.
It's good to have you here.
Indeed, it is. Rory's here. Hi, Rory. You always seem to come in on the back end of things lately.
Like a sailor. Adam Williams. Is that Ad Williams from down in Victoria? The most quarantined place in Australia? If that's Ads Williams, he's one of my favourite people I've ever met.
Stickman's here.
Stickman.
Yep.
You need to eat some beef, sir. Put some weight on.
Stickman was the one who came up with the idea for the bat phone, everybody.
He's a great guy.
It was one of the best ideas and implementations of 2020 on this channel. And
one of the best conversations I've ever had was with Carl today on that said bat phone. You know, it means people can reach out. They can say, I need you now.
Yeah. Adam Williams says it is.
It is. One of my favourite people. When I first met Jerry, I'll tell you, I met him through a mate down in Victoria, and we were soldiers, and we went down for our mate's 21st, I think it was, and that's when I met Ads and that. And we met them through his brother's friends, which was the next generation of younger blokes. And then through the bonding, we went back every single year and re-bonded them with them. And then there was no gap in between our mates, their mates sort of thing. And you'd go down there and I'd be ignoring my own mates to hang out with people like Ad Williams and his lovely family, the most accommodating people ever, and a sense of humour, the Jersey smile that could make any girl goes, damn, that guy's married. No one wears a Donny Brasco jacket better than this guy. You would swear that he's got, stickball in his veins. The man knows pizzas. He's a carnivore. He's a baseball card loving sports freak. He was a barman as well in New Jersey, I believe. That's where he met his lovely lady, I think. Ads. He's a consummate gentleman. He came in like a wrecking ball. Hey, Ads, if you get a chance, mate, have a look at the thumbnail for this video and look at that young lass's butt cheeks.
Yeah.
And her back, and that was done on a slip and slide. She's in Cairns at the moment.
Yeah.
And she'll be in air conditioning laying down. And we found out today, Michael Stott, I don't know if you know about this one, but with burns, they recommend the first thing you should do, it was not what I expected, was to, and they did it to her, was put Glad wrap around it.
That's what we do for tattoos, because it heals, because we actually learnt that from burn wards.
I wouldn't have expected, I would have thought it would have been the opposite.
No, apparently it draws out the plasma, which makes it heal a lot better, like a sunburn instead of like a big scab.
But doesn't it stick?
No.
Matty Bottle, that's a big bloody statement, mate, on the best pizza maker in Sydney. No lie. That doesn't sound like a statement. That sounds like a competition, Matty. Do you go thin on the crust, thick on the crust? That's an amateur. You need to go onto bar stools and watch that YouTube channel. And he calls it one bite. He gives a pizza one bite. He goes, buys a whole family pizza, has one bite, and the rest either gets given away or thrown away, and he makes a decision. And that bloke has just started donating. He's donating $500,000 to keep small businesses alive in the USA over COVID. What a wonderful dude. Yep. Guys and gals, we're going to get out of here soon. Now, because if we don't, Ed B will not go to bed. And at the moment, it's about probably 1 o'clock. It's time that veteran went to sleep.
Yeah, I think everyone should really, really appreciate Ed B giving us his precious time also.
Yeah, he's a legend. And now that you see Ed B here, Lauren,
Yep.
let me do you a quick solid. I'm going to ring you in a minute. I'm going to let Ed B quickly say goodnight to the team.
All right, yeah, no worries.
Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Do you want to say goodnight first?
Oh, yeah, good night, everybody. It's only 4 days till Christmas?
And we're going to do one more stream before Christmas.
Okay, that's great.
Okay?
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Ed, you're awake, mate, so I'm just going to quickly give you a call, young veteran. Same age as me, actually. Where are we? USA. You know where he is. Boom. Wait 2 seconds, team. Bringing him to you live. Oops. Here he comes. Ed.
Yeah,
Oh, we haven't woken Chantel, have we, mate?
I don't know. I ran to the other room. But I'm going to guess we did. Hold on a second. Alexa, turn off good night. Alexa,
Did you mute?
good night. Oh, well. The lights are on.
Alexa, call a stripper now.
Hold on. Alexa, cancel. Alexa, good night. God.
Hey, Geo Duck Chuck. Hey, Ed, just do you just want to quickly, don't give away what the plan is, but you want to quickly give away who you are for those that are new to the second channel.
Who I am? I'm Ed.
Ed B, how old are you, mate?
48.
Bullshit, you're 49 like me.
No, I'm 48.
Okay. Bullshit.
You're older than me.
I didn't know. Well, this is Gandalf, team.
Yeah, you're way older than me now.
Look at that beard, mate. That looks like it comes from 40 people's armpits. So Ed B is from 11 Bravo, which is US infantry. He's got the Bronze Star. His son is about to join the army, follow his footsteps. You know, and Ed B was part of our channel before it got hacked and taken by the yellow men. And I don't mean Donald Trump. Now, we've got some surprises coming up for you. And we just want to say goodnight to Ed from the USA. And, mate, it's great having you here. You've been here forever. And we're going to call this a wrap, but we're going to let you say goodnight to everyone. And you're going to let everyone know that the night's over.
Yeah, that's a wrap, team. I appreciate everybody having me on, and thanks for all the hellos down there. Miss Lauren, as always, stepping up there and helping out, reading all the comments down there. I know that's a great help because they go by so fast, and some of the other old-timers that have been on there for a long time, I sure appreciate it. And some of the newer folks. And I tell you, it's a pleasure coming on and seeing the channel and seeing how it's evolved over time. But it's just great to be part of it. Can't wait to share part of the next chapter that we'll be sharing with some folks here shortly after we do some more tweaking. I'm excited about getting it started. And, yeah, that's about it, Dean. I appreciate it. Back to you.
All right, man. And one more thing, mate, that I forgot what we were going to say. It's not very often I forget what we're going to say.
No, we forget often. We forget a lot.
That's okay.
Who is this? Who am I talking to?
Man, we're a figment of your imagination. We're going to get going now, mate, and it's great to have you here. And for everyone that was here tonight, for the crazy donations, you know, and I'm not talking about the amazing donations of Nicole King we'll put to a good cause. We might even get a green screen with that so we can put some weird stuff in the background, get rid of this camera and artifacts in the back so we can put something freaky there. But you donating your time when you could be anywhere at the moment. You could be on any YouTube channel at the moment. You could be with your family. You know, but you know what? This is where your voice is. This is where you get to speak. This is where you get to be you. This is where you don't have to hide. All right? So take it easy. Come back with something funny. You know, I like to give as good as I get. And, team, let's keep going. Yeah, awesome. Subscribe if you haven't. Otherwise, I want your armpits to be itchy forever. And other than that, mucho respecto. You can't put a fart back in an ass. See you later.